Hi, my name is Lee Chantal and I'm from VivaLaVegan.net. I'm just going to go over a few things that you should actually consume normally in your diet, and if you don't already, these are some great things that you can consume as part of the detox diet, which you can find on VivaLaVegan.net as an ebook download. Whole grains, nuts and seeds, and pulses and legumes. These are some really great staples of vegan and vegetarian diets, and just to go through a few things with them. Whole grains, unlike refined and white products, they have all their nutrients still intact. And whole grains are a low glycemic index food, which means that they are metabolized slower and means that you get energy over a longer period of time instead of short bursts like from things such as sugar, where you just say have some sort of sugary snack and you get this huge burst of energy and then like half an hour later you just completely crash. If you concentrate on the low glycemic index, low GI foods, then you get this energy that goes right across all the time. This also limits the highs and lows that contribute to snacking and sugar cravings. Whole grains are high in fiber and include such things as brown rice products, oats, barley, millet, and other alternative grains, such as my favorite quinoa. All grains should be rinsed before cooking, and a lot of people say they should be soaked overnight as well. And this encourages the ease of digestion. Grains should be cooked mostly to the ratio of 1 cup of the grain to 2 cups of water. And if you haven't already, try and get into the process of soaking your grains before you actually cook them. A great way I've found with, in particular, quinoa is to soak overnight in a thermos. So say 1 cup of the quinoa to 2 cups of water in a thermos overnight, and then it's ready for the next morning for breakfast, lunch or dinner. Now, nuts and seeds contain important nutrients, protein and vitamins, and are quick and easy to consume. If you have a lot of dried fruits and things like that, that's a bit too much sugar, even though it is natural sugar, and you should try and balance it off with some nuts and seeds as well. Different types include almonds, sesame seeds, pine nuts, pecans, pepitas, which are pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, pistachios, sunflower seeds, Brazil nuts, and walnuts. And keep in mind though that some people are actually very allergic to nuts and can have anaphylactic shocks from having even the slightest amount of nut products. Nuts and seeds go rancid very quickly, so it's best to store them in the fridge. And if you're overweight or watching your weight, do not overindulge in nuts. And just something to let you know as well, not many people know this, but peanuts have absolutely no nutritional value whatsoever. And if you're trying to work out what nuts to consume, it's best that you get rid of these from your diet. Now, pulses and legumes are a great addition to any diet. They are high in protein, carbohydrates, and great in stir-fries, soups, pastas, salads, and dips. They're great in anything. Beans need to be washed thoroughly and soaked overnight and then cooked. You can also buy cooked beans, but these have quite a bit of salt and sugar already in them. So, sometimes it's best just to give a bit more time to cooking and preparing your food than actually having and consuming any of these sugars and fats. There's also chemicals and preservatives that you can find in some of these canned goods. And some beans are also dyed to look the same, so you're not really sure what you're getting in some of these cans and a lot of the canned products that you get from the shelves nowadays. And dried beans bought in bulk are far cheaper, more nutritious and less wasteful than canned goods. You need to soak beans in about 3 times their volume of water overnight. In the morning you can rinse and change the water a couple of times, and this will get rid of the indigestible complex sugars that create gas in your intestines. And it also helps to cook the beans more thoroughly. Then the beans need to be covered with twice the volume of water and brought to the boil. You reduce the heat and simmer these until soft, and your cooking times vary, but in the Viva La Vegan detox diet I do have a list of cooking times and also pressure cooking times for beans. I have a lot of people that are requesting this sort of information on VivaLaVegan.net, so check out the website as well. Also, if you wanted to cook up a huge batch of these beans, you can freeze them for later on. If you have a pressure cooker, it's a great, easier way to cook your beans and pulses. And cooking times vary, obviously, depending on your pressure cooker, so make sure you have a look at that as well. Sometimes you may need to add additional water and other flavorings, but just have a try with different types of beans and see what you can come up with. And if you have a look at VivaLaVegan.net, this is the online detox ebook that you can download, and this gives you many detox diet recipe ideas and other alternatives.